What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nita, your favorite diva, and I am back to do Belle Collective. This is season three, the season opener. Wanted to go ahead and get out the way. We still will talk reality TV talk on Thursday, but wanted to go ahead and get these reviews out, see how they do, and yeah. So, this is your spoiler warning. We are getting ready to recap and review Belle Collective Season 3, Episode 1, Zaddy in the Middle. Okay. So, we start out with Latrice. Now, baby, when I tell you Latrice never misses, that girl be dressed to the nines. She looks so damn good, girl. Girl, you better do it. You better do it. I got some screenshots that I'm gonna get up in here too, so y'all gonna see. But it does not do the video justice. You have to see her when she was walking up in there, girl. I say yes, you better, you better. I know you better. So yes, if y'all don't know, I am about to show you. So let's see here. We got we had well, let me see. This is her right here. When they did that, child, that black and white, baby, baby. Let me put me down here. Girl, she was doing it. Look at her confessional look. She looks amazing. Amazing. Like I said she's doing really, really good. Goddess Length, she is the CEO of her not department, but the CEO of her company. And so she said, if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Then go to cut to her beautiful mansion. Her and her zaddy is there. And now she said that she has other children, I mean his children and his grandchildren living there. So now we have another dynamic. So we have children in the house. And then of course, that's going to make Cliff want to have a baby because remember that's what he was pressing her out about. He was pressing her out about the babies. Okay. So he was like, we got to get some kids around the house. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, it's a trap. It is a trap that Carlos King set up to come with you with the bullshit. Do not have no baby by that man. Do not let him trap you. Girl, no, it's a chop. We not doing it, okay? So you go ahead and take care of them. What I always say, when you start having grandchildren and great grandchildren, it's time for your ass to stop, okay? He's trying to slow her down if you didn't notice. That's all he's trying to do is slow her down. So anyway, we don't like it. She says she don't like children. I don't understand the purpose of putting pressure on a woman when she says she doesn't want to have kids. I think it's asinine, even vice versa. I think it's asinine. You don't have children for those selfish reasons, okay? Because these people are real people. They turn into real people. And if you keep on saying you don't want them, how do you think that's gonna make them feel? Child, then they talking about the water crisis. And in comes Joshy. Joshy is in the middle, okay, with the white hair. Joshy is, I'm just gonna call him Josh. Josh is coming in there hot, talking about why does a woman have to cook. So he knows that Cliff is very antiquated, an old man, misogynistic, all of those things, right? He knows he's old and set in his ways, so he's coming to shake the table. Okay, now, baby, when he came in there, he was doing a lot. He was doing a lot, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. He was doing a whole lot. And I felt like in that moment, Latrice should have checked him. You cannot, if you're staying in my house, you're not talking to my husband like that. Now, he ain't say nothing wrong now, but there has to be some type of level of respect that is given to the man of the house. Okay. So I thought he was all the way out of order. Somebody needed to say it. But, these are the things. So you have these situations where, you know, It's just going to cause chaos and confusion. When you're venting to your friends are going to start to see your partner in a certain light. And then when they start having these clashes and you're trying to be like neutral, it never works. So, either vent to one person and you know that that one person is not going to change their dynamics with the person, but it's just it's just a recipe for disaster. And let me just say that. So now they broke it up. Go to your corner, right? So they broke it up, and now she is still sleeping. Now she's sleeping in the house. You remember she went over to her brother's house in season 2 to get away from her husband. So now they're sleeping in separate bedrooms in the house. And she said that they need to be in separate bedrooms to figure it out. She's not happy with him. She's not happy with his behavior, his controlling behavior. And until we can figure it out, we've been sleeping in separate bedrooms. So, baby, we've been doing this since season 2. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. So, if I'm not going, you're not going. Josh is sitting up there telling her that he's being too controlling. If I can't come, she can't come. Girl, what do you think? What do you think? I'm a teenager? Do you think I'm 12, 13 years old and you my daddy? See, she has daddy issues. That's number one. First and foremost, she has daddy issues. Now she went out there and she picked somebody that treats her like a child, and that's what the older ones like to do. They like to get the little young ones so they can groom them to be what they wanted to be. Now, in the beginning, she might have been okay with that. But now we're 8 years in it, baby. What I tell you, what's the magic number? 7. Baby, if you make it past that 7 without things being rocky and shaky or whatever, you might be okay. Okay, maybe. But she's in a different space. Like, she's starting to come into her own. She's a grown woman in her 30s. You know what I'm saying? So in the 20s, you may still kind of appreciate that because you're still trying to figure life out and you think Zaddy knows exactly what is going on. But I'm here to tell you that shit gets old real fast. Okay. So let's see. Lateshia and Glen. Now, of course, he's going to be the king clown. But Tisha, you got the red nose on too, because I'm going to need you to put your clown mask on as well. Because at a certain point, you have to not only become the victim, but you have to become a participant in this dynamic. Okay? So they're going to this place and they're going to do the exchange with Joshua. Glen is already there, or should I say Boosie? Boosie is already there with Josh, and they're doing the swap. But in the process of doing this swap, honey, things go left because they want to have a conversation. And basically the conversation is this. We back into a different the same place they was in season 2. She after the reunion, she sat on the deck. Then she left because he started doing the same thing that he said that he wasn't going to do. She left and went back to her mother's house, and now she's out looking for a condo. Now, when I tell you that this man sat up there and gaslit her, he gaslit her. Then he said maybe he should delete his social media. Maybe. If you don't have no self-control, then maybe you should delete the app. Mm-hmm. Tisha said, Glen said he act like he bored. I told him to read a book. I don't know why he keeps on doing this type of thing where he keeps putting our relationship into jeopardy. Because Lateshia, I'll tell you, 23 years and y'all still doing the tango. Y'all still doing the tango. That's because you're not going nowhere. There's no consequence. And then when you do enact the consequence is short-lived. And like you say, he can say the sweet nothings, but nothing really pans out for you. Then you want to sit up there and be like, well, okay, I guess. And well, I'm just gonna go back with my mom. I deserve better, girl. When she said you being attached to this caliber of woman, I said, okay. I said, these girls, all these girls think they are the SHI and the T. You hear me? All of them. Every last one of them, okay? So the confidence is through the roof. So it was just too funny. And Glen said, had the nerve to say when she did sat on the dick, she made him use a condom. And then she said, she act like I was community penis. I was community dick. I'm out here in these streets. Bruh, did we just not just sit at the reunion and do the paternity results for a child that might have been yours? Clearly, nigga, you not going up inside me, Raw. We would have to be down at the clinic and I'd have to get a whole rundown of everything that's in your bloodstream before I let that raw dick up in me. It is going to be a no. Talking about she treats you like a trick. And you are, okay, you better get out of here with that. He said that he's an 80-20 guy. A 80-20 guy. A 80-20 guy to me. Now this is the diva talking. A 80-20 to me is someone 80% of the time we paying the bills, we coming home from work, we not putting the gray hair in our head. We let me tell you, the 20% part is I may not take out the trash all the time. I may not be as romantic as you want me to be. We may not go on to date nights. I may, kind of like I may hang out with my friends too much. I may not put you as a priority as far as trying to do the things to keep you feeling in love with me and stuff like that. Not 20%. I'm a damn dog and a cheetah. No, that's the 80%, nigga. What you talking about? Absolutely not. Glen is a fucking fool. You hear me? Absolutely not.
What? What the fuck?
She said, your actions made me move back in with my mother. I'm tired of you making me look stupid. Tisha, like I said, at this point, 23 years down the line, after paternity results, after plenty of cheatations, opening the door to social media, responding back to women in the DM, we could clearly say if it walked like a duck and it talked like a duck, it's a fucking duck. Okay?
You guys. Listen. Okay.
Case open, case closed. Move on with your life. Stop playing with me in my face. Stop playing with us in our face because it's given. It really is given. It's given that. So if you don't want us to keep on talking about you and you got to stop putting your business out on Front Street like that, you going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, girl, no. Let's be clear. No, okay? And he talking about we not going to do this right here. You jumping in, jumping out. She said it was a terrible mistake for her to have sex with him after the reunion. On top of that, you made me use a condom. And I did. Then he said I might as well be paying for it if I'm using a condom. I'm confused. I might as well leave the $40 on the nightstand. $40? Nigga, what? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, y'all? You see what I'm saying? You cannot get them niggas an inch. You can't. You cannot. He's loose with it. Oh, yeah, he's loose with it. Oh, yeah. If we're reading paternity results, what else do you call it? Now he's talking about he's sexually frustrated. That sounds like a you problem. She needs to file for divorce and keep it pushing. Good night. Then he said, keep on talking about you want space. You want to be like Space Jam for real. She said, well, I'm thinking about getting my own place. He was like, what? What are you talking about? She was like, I need my peace. And then he's like, she said she don't want to feel indebted to him. He said, indebted to me? I'm your husband, you're my wife. We are indebted to each other. And that's why I said she needs to file for divorce. And you a whole joke. And you are too. No, no. She's in the confessional talking about, until now, I don't see us getting back together unless. There is no unless, Tisha. Girl, get off my TV screen with this foolishness. So Sogucci pretty much introduced herself, talking about she's moving and shaking. She's the most requested real estate agent in Jackson, Mississippi. Then she also says that her daughter had the baby. She had a beautiful baby girl, and that one of JJ's kids are now pregnant. And they talk more. And she also said that the kids are helping her in real estate. So it's a really good thing to do. So if I had somebody in my life to do that, I would be right underneath their coattails, girl. What girl? That is the move. That's the move. Okay. Then she said, she's been very successful, and she's also the fitness coach or the fitness instructor as well. So she has a lot on her plate. Baby. When JJ came walking in there with his damn nipples out, no shirt on, that boxer briefs and gold chain and apron, baby, I cannot. That JJ, he know he a goddamn fool. He's sitting up here putting whipped cream all on his lips or whatever, and he's doing the whole romantical, the dinner and all that stuff. Girl, so Gucci's going, oh, what the hell is all this? He's like, come on, get some sugar. I got all sexy for you. Like, he all rubbing all on himself and shit. And baby, when I tell you that JJ is a fool, baby, I came in there, she can't do nothing but laugh at him. Sidebar, how did JJ get so Gucci? It gotta be, you know how sometimes you can say that, the way to a woman's heart could be through laughter and how he makes her feel about herself. I swear the connection has to be genuine, because he's a fool. He's just a fool. And I'll see it. So then he told her to get on out her work clothes, freshen up, put on something sexy. She comes out in this yellow and blue number, showing body, yaddy, yaddy. I loved it. He loved it. So they getting down. So we should have known. We should have known that there is an ulterior motive to that whole thing, right? Right. So of course he wants some booty. That's number one. Number two, he said he wants more intimate time because they are empty nesters. All of the children are gone, and he wants to spend more time with her. But she is so driven and she works so much. He was just like, nah, baby, this is what the life is about. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be enjoying each other. We're supposed to be doing this, that. Woo, woo, woo. He's like, she was like, I gotta be there for her, with them, with the babies, and be there. And he was just like, yeah, you pick up the phone, you check in. You don't have to be running over there all the time and stuff like that. He was like this. He's trying to get her to create some kind of work-life balance. And I feel like she might be overstepping because she's a new grandmother. And so, sometimes, the daughter just left the house. She just left the nest. I think she just turned 18. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have the world figured out. And so Mama Bear is still sitting up there trying to do what she needs to do. But JJ was like, they're going to have to figure it out on their own. You be there with the guidance and all that stuff. He was like, he was trying to teach her to create some boundaries when it's coming to their adult children. But, then next thing you know, this Negro talking about, oh yeah, and I want my mom to come live with us. What? Child, that done ruined the whole night. So Gucci is like, what are you talking about? And she was like, we're about to talk about this and discuss it. No, I already told her that she can come on. I was like, skirt. So Gucci got the hell up and she said, whatever you thought you was getting tonight, forget it. Slam the door. I said, oh, it was a mess. Tambra Cherie comes in. She's talking about how well she's doing on the radio show. She's booked. She's busy. She's talking about her and Damon have been living together for a couple of months, but she still feels uneasy because she never lived with anybody before. Now, baby, what I will tell you is that I don't believe this whole facade of a relationship. Something in Tambra Cherie is giving fake and authentic. It's not coming off. Like, even when he came home, you've been living with somebody for 2 months. He said we ain't been having sex in a couple of months. And then when he comes into the door, she get him that little side hug. And then like she's uncomfortable. Do you see that? Do you see it? Look at her face. It looks uncomfortable to me. It's giving uncomfortable. But anyway, but you know, here we go again. They come and have a conversation. They having a conversation saying that he was like, she don't cook, she don't do nothing. He starts saying that, you know, the house don't look like the way he left it or whatever. So clean. So there's your maid. And then you talk about she not cooking nothing. She said she got to be up at 4:30 so she could leave out the house. He was like, yeah, but you could be cooking. So he wants a chef, a maid, a mule. Child, he thought that he was going to get all of the perks of marriage without a ring. And she's like, no, sir. But what I will tell you, Tambra, and this is no shade. Come here, baby. I'm talking directly to you. Tambra, don't marry that man. When you got to be begging somebody for a ring, especially a fucking man, it is a red flag. Then she talking about he could be a good father, but I don't think he's going to be the right partner for me. And then he was trying to dismiss her work, even though she got to be up 4:30 in the goddamn on morning, trying to dismiss her work, talking about, well, you sitting down all day. It's not like you doing nothing strenuous. Y'all niggas got it up. You want your mama? You want your mama? No, that's not how that works. And then she not getting her ring. Child, she done said, I think I need my own place. I need my own place. I need my own space. And he like, I'm wondering, is it me? We ain't had sex. But she's trying to use manipulative tactics in order to get him to marry her so that she can perform the wifely duties. You don't get wifely duties for pulling somebody into your house. That's hustling backwards. You getting everything that you want, but she not getting nothing. No security, no nothing. Absolutely not. We're not doing that. Akeisha. We get Miss Akeisha coming on the scene. Her children, at least one of them, acting the fool, having a full-on temper tantrum. The other one is asleep, knocked out. She is there by herself. Her husband is back in New York working. She's there trying to do the whole Fair Street right. So they FaceTiming or whatever. She was like, I gotta make it do what it do. You know, like all Black women do, we gotta make it do what it do. Okay, so then Sogucci come over, and Sogucci was like, girl, if you need some help, just let me know. You know, I'm getting some new practice in with my new grandbaby. Yeah, she's so darling. She's so nice. Akeisha is steadily throwing shade. But when we get here, so Gucci is telling her that she needs to have a conversation with Tambra, because remember in season 2, Tambra was like banging on the table and acting a donkey, where she was exposed for lying, saying things. But guess what? I believe Akeisha said what she said. I believe she said exactly what she said. But whatever, we are going to keep on pushing. We know that they're filming, so we'll be getting that footage very, very shortly. Now, listen, I'm going to give you guys a trigger warning here. Danger, 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 danger. Okay? So, we're going to get into this situation where Latrice and her girl Mandy were supposed to be meeting up at this club with Joshi. Now, you know the chaos and confusion Joshi started in the beginning of the episode. So, now Cliff is on high alert. So, now Latrice and her friend Mandy arrive at the M bar to grab a last minute drink. This is the audio that was recorded as Cliff arrived before the cameras turned on. So we see the audio here. I took screenshots, that's why I'm not on the screen. I need you guys to see exactly what was said. I'm going to read it to you. It says, "You understand what the F I'm saying? You you ain't finna come out here without my effing permission." Okay? So, first of all, that's a problem. Your permission? I'm sorry, are we 15, 16 years old? Am I not a whole woman? Do I not have my own autonomy? Since when do I need to get your permission to go anywhere? Girl, Latrice, I need you to stand up, girl. Stand up. You're not gonna have no multi-million-dollar business. Okay, I understand that he feel like he the provider and the protector and all that stuff. But baby, he can't be bringing much to a business. You have a multi-million-dollar business. And I'm trying to figure out what exactly is he providing where he has to do this. But what I will say, y'all know that she wants a daddy. She has a daddy wound. She has daddy issues. And the fact that she calls this man Zaddy is the problem. And the fact that he's 30 years her senior is the problem. Okay? So let's just start there. And she's not going to do anything different until um she demands something different. She has to stand up. It's obvious that she doesn't want this right now, but she's going to continue to do it because she has not been to therapy to heal that wound that she has. So no matter what we say, no matter what Joshi says, no matter what Mandy says, she's going to continue to do it because she's just going to continue to do it. Then it says, "You act like I'm trying to hide something." He said, "Keep being low like the snake you are." She said, don't grab me like that. Now he grabbed her arm. Now I wasn't able to get that picture, but he definitely did. If you need to see it, go watch the show. She said, "Don't grab me like that." Then he said, "No MFer." He called her a MFer. That's not even. He called her a snake. He called her an MFer. And when I get further down the line, we're going to find out what else he calls her. "No MFer, then you don't want me there." So basically, he was saying that she didn't want him there because she went on her own. And he basically was saying that if he can't go, she can't go. Then he's talking to the camera saying, "Oh, it's a private moment right now." Then he takes all the mics off. He was like, "Are you mic'd up?" He tried to snatch the mics off. But of course, they're all in the parking lot and they can hear through their equipment, whether they're mic'd up or not. So, yes, we see all of this happening. Then he proceeds to call her bitch. Bitch, somebody talking about, "I'm going to snap Josh, that MFer." She said, "You need to calm the F down." If he got one more, MFing thing to say, then he said, "Wait." He said, "If they can't respect me, then goddamn it, they don't need to be with you." And he basically was saying that he was trying to protect his marriage. And so he don't want nobody, obviously, because Joshi put it out on Front Street earlier that they be talking about him. And so if you're not going to protect the sanctity of our marriage, of that all that keep our marriage private, that's the shit you don't keep private. When you're being abused, you don't keep that shit private. That's what I be trying to tell y'all girls. Anyway, oh my God. It is just, oh my God. He just gives me a headache. Then he said, I'm going to check Josh right now. And for the life of me, I didn't even see Josh. I only saw the girl Mandy. So they're getting ready to go back into the club, and it says to be continued. Now, baby, what I will tell you, that's why the men try to isolate you from your family, the people who care about you, the people that's going to stand up for you when you can't stand up for yourself, when you don't have the P-lips to stand up for yourself. You got to have people standing in the gap for you. Contessa, Married to Medicine. Who else? Lateshia, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Stormy, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Come on. Who else? When you don't have the P-lips to do it yourself, then you got to have somebody stand in the gap for you. And then what happens is the man gets mad. They don't want you hanging around them because they aren't complicit in bad behavior. They're not complicit in the misabuse of you because they love you. But of course, you gonna sit up there and be crying, talking about you unhappy and all of this stuff. Girl, what? I love him. He's the perfect man. Perfect man? Girl, what? He called you a snake. He called you a bitch. He called you a motherfucker. Perfect man? Girl, what is this posturing that you're doing? And I'm telling you, that is what men, especially black men, require you to do in the midst of all their bullshit. And I challenge you to step up, stand up in your greatness and whoever you are. Because guess what? The only thing that this man has proven to me is that he's insecure, one. He's controlling, two. He's abusive, three. And being with an insecure man, baby, look, Latrice got it going the fuck on. She got it going on. So all of that bullshit, like all of the stuff that he's saying, girl, you don't have to deal with that shit. He know that's why he's so insecure. He know that you have the pick of the litter, girl. Now whether you got to marry down, child, who knows? Because these men don't rise up to the top. You may have to. I implore you to open up your options. You already got a little light skinned man. He looked like he probably biracial anyway. Girl, go on the other side and see what you can find. Open up your options and see what you can find. Do not feel like you have to be loyal to black men. Go on the other side, open up your options and see what you can find. Because if they not stepping up, we not stepping down. Period. And that's all I got. I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm Nita, the favorite diva, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.